I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll get back to you after that. And welcome back. So, now we've taken on the first boss, but Valestine Castle has a lot more to offer us than just one piddly little boss. Not that I'm going to make fun of Death Felghana while he can hear me. But he can't hear me now because he's dead, so I can make fun of him all I want. Yeah, just gonna sort of run right past all these people. Because, yeah, I could kill them. I'd probably even do it without taking any damage. But I'd rather get on to some new content. Would you agree? There was one little passageway that I think we could have gone on before that I just, for some reason, completely ignored once I realized that, oh, this is the right way to Death Felghana. Let's just completely ignore a path. Was apparently what I was thinking. I have no other good rationalization. Good thing is, it's not really too far away, but right up this way. Because that door that opened was the one to the far side of the cathedral. And there's no real sense in avoiding some treasure, which we can find here. In fact, I think there's actually some treasure here that would have made Death Felghana a little bit easier. Which could make me feel a little bit like a moron since I fought him like 20 times. But that's okay. The main thing about this little spiral staircase is that there are a lot of, well, there's at least one or two, if I remember correctly, treasures, because there's two of these spiral staircases, if I to recall properly. And at least one of them has some stupid little lizard thing. Has some treasure that you can sort of spin down to. Obviously, it wasn't that ledge I was supposed to jump off of. And maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not. So I'm just going to keep my eye out for a chest. Which I really should be doing at all times anyway. There we go. There. Bah. Yeah, I really didn't need to do that. Because I'm pretty sure this is a topaz. There's the topaz. Granted, I still managed to maximize the strength of the Earth Bracelet for what it could do with only one topaz, which is really more important, but everyone really gets a free pass to laugh at me for, you know, complaining about Death Felghana at all, and forgetting to go this path. Oy. But, at least I haven't missed anything. This is still a 100% Felghana run. And that's what's important. Take out some Death Maids. Death Maid 5. Revenge of the Death Maid. Death Maid 15. Death soars from below. Adol Christin finds himself in a strange castle with Death Maids. Something happens. Plot developments. Yeah, that was lame. But here we have something rather important. Remember them? Hey, it's that man from before. The man with the red hair? You are Sir Adol, if memory serves. That facial expression that they all have suits better if you don't know who they are, and they don't know who you are. But it still looks pretty. It doesn't look like the dark mist has corrupted you, at least. But why have you come here?
Adol briefly explained what was happening to the Countess.
I see. So what Chester told me was true. When he told us to stay here, he also told me, he said that my husband had slaughtered the people of the island in order to further his own ambitions. If that is indeed the truth, then it is an unforgivable act. As his wife, I also bear some of the burden of that sin. But my children are innocent, as are the castle's servants. I believe that Chester is making a mistake. I will also pay penance for the sins of my husband, so I ask of you, Sir Adol, would you please do something to stop this, before it grows worse than it already is? And we definitely will. Pretty much why we're here. Why would Chester have such a scary look on his face? You said he has a grudge against my father, and he wants revenge. I don't understand. What's a grudge? And what about revenge? What does that mean? Chester always looked kind of scary to me. He was always nice to me and Alice. I wonder why. I don't believe this. Chester locked me up in here as if I were some kind of pet. This is no way to treat a lady. Oh, by the way, he dropped something strange when he was here. Maybe you can use it, so I'll let you have it. And we got an ivory key received. Hey, mister, you're not really going to hurt my father, are you? He's acted strange and scary lately, I know, but he's always been good and kind to us before. I think Chester was simply lying. I could never believe it. Time's weighed heavy on my husband, ever since he was sent to this land. I came from Roman to marry him, and he had this huge castle built so that I would be proud to be with him. Several years ago, I consented for him to have a clock tower built as an addition, which is very rare in our own land. If my consent led him on the path he now walks, then I am just as guilty as he. Please don't concern yourself with that, sir. You should go and do what you must. I only pray that you are capable of putting a stop to this tragedy. She's a very strong woman, and I like her a lot. So what did we just pick up? Ivory key. Key made of carved ivory, received from Alice in the castle. So we have 2 of the 3 things that we need in order to fix up that organ. Let's see, is there anything else in here? No, I don't think there is. So we have that taken care of. I'm going to take a second to go and tell Fiona the good news. Don't think you'll mind too terribly much. Let's go run over and tell Fiona.
Adol said that the lord of the castle's family was alive and well.
Is this true? Oh, they're safe. Praise God. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank goodness that Milady and her children are safe. I wonder if anyone else survived. We can only get them out safely. Isn't this just such an awesome game that it actually cares that you come back to tell her that? I mean, I don't know. We can get a reward out of it, but that's still special in my book. So if you'll remember, is this when this door opens? Yep. We have access to a new area of the castle, and with that, some new enemies. What looks to be a new version of Ishguests. Let's give their bios a look, shall we? Ish Knight. Originally a soldier, just like the Ishguests. The spear they charge with serves as both attack and defense. Though they are not horsemen, they still have the regal bearing of knights. Yeah, pretty nasty little buggers, aren't they? Oh, spearmen. Spearmint gun. Something to that nature. Ah! Yeah, their main thing is that dash attack. Almost completely forgot that. You really just don't want to give them the chance to use it. Make it close possible, but not so close that they could just smash you around with their spears, because that hurts. Which means you have to be kind of careful and lure them around when there's spike traps. Good thing is, they lack the shields of their brethren, which actually makes them weaker than the Ishguest. Oh, death maids. They really can be a real pain with that range of theirs. Adol not really having a lot of range besides the fire spell normally doesn't really feel like much of a detriment, unlike it would, like, say, if Link had that problem. But with them, I make an exception to that. Let's see what's up here. I love making things fall. Smash. We have some treasure. We've got more Revolve. It's not like we need it. My gods. We have so much Revolve that Antonio would probably give us a Roman country if he could. Or a Roman, like, city-state or something. I don't know. I don't know what Roman's like. No one does, because we've actually never had the pleasure of going there. Not really a spoiler. Just something that you might be interested in. So, let's see here. We have a stronger version of that enemy from earlier that has the homing magic. They can teleport, much like our earlier opponents that we started meeting inside of Ilburns. God, they are really nasty. Oh, and I'm being a total moron. But, while we give me some time to heal up from my mistake of being a moron, let's get a little bit of a bio. No reason why not. Farigva, a close cousin of the Felghana. In addition to the obvious physical difference of the ponytail, they are also considerably more powerful. They are particularly good at making a quick escape when need be. Damn teleporting fools. And we're back! But I managed to be a dumbass and get myself speared. Oops! But over here, we get some money. Because we're broke, you see. Meh, it'll be nice for buying up some life ups later on. Which I'm not about to get upset about. So, as you might see, this place is riddled with traps. When the guards were talking about those traps, they weren't just talking about the ones we'd already seen. This castle is ready for bear. And apparently we're bears? I really don't know. Dogi could probably be considered rather bear-like. Bearheart is kind of bear-like. Get the word bear in his name, whoa. Well, that's more Burheart, really. Oh well. So as you can see, this section is not so slippery when you have the stone boots equipped. I have the weird feeling that there's something this way if you explore it, so I'm just wanting to make sure. Yep. There we go. So yeah, fireballs, good to deal with them when they're not especially close by, because... Oh, yay, I forgot about these guys. The laser pedestals. Much like the things that we had to contend with in the lava ruins, we have laser sentinel things, which will definitely get their own bio in just a moment. But these former horsemen guys are gonna lay down a small apocalypse on me if I pass them up. Ow. That, I know, you don't have to hurt me for my lame puns. My audience will do that for you. Whoa. Yeah, there's lots of different traps to deal with here. You have the rolling rocks, you have the various monsters, and you have just random spikes. Yeah. Doing this section without the no-slip boots, I don't think would be possible. Although Rock Crusher could probably make this section a little bit easier, probably would make it easier. Probably make it too easy. Not gonna bother switching. But I'm not gonna let this guy get away from me. Ha! Got you smashed. Now let's give another little bit of a bio on that laser turret. Kratica, a trap which uses a focusing crystal to fire a dangerous beam of energy. They automatically attack when approached, but since they can only fire laterally, a strike from the air will make quick work of them. And we're back! You might notice that I took that opportunity to heal myself. One thing I'll be perfectly honest about, I usually totally abuse the crap out of that lovely little healing item. The only reason you won't be seeing a lot of that is, ow, just wanted to see if there's anything to do up there, is because I respect that it would be very boring, so I want to use it as little as I possibly can. But at the same time, just if nothing else, then it looks very unskillful. But, truth be told, it's exceptionally useful, and I don't really know anyone who's ever gotten through Valestine Castle, their first time at least, or some subsequent times, without really enjoying making good use of it. That was not intentional. So, we're going to be making use of it. Apologies if that annoys you or anything like that. Oh! We have a new version of our friends the lizards. Forgot these guys showed up already. Trick with some of them, though, is you have to be careful when you actually want to kill them, that you don't push them off screen or help them fall to their deaths, because as the description mentions, it is quite doable. That's right, you die and drop me Revol. You all die and drop me Revol. As soon as this room is cleared out, we'll get ourselves another little bio. And yeah, I'll probably abuse healing again, but don't judge me too hard. I'm only completely horrible. Not really. So, let's get that bio. Xenoviger, the commander class of Hallviger. They are stronger than their lesser cousins in all respects, and they boast of being 3 times faster than them as well. Actually, it's more like 3/10. But still, I love that little detail's there.